Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. Good to see you. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. And for those of you who have just arrived, please subscribe. Help me build my channel. I don't do this full time because I work. So what we're going to do is a monthly love reading for you, Virgo, and for every zodiac sign from this point on. I found that that's the best way for me because of the time that I have. So we're going to do a monthly reading for the month of January. And January is a big punch with Jupiter coming in with this really positive energy, guys. So there's really a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, reorganization, really time to sit and reflect and be in your truth, okay? But never get off the ship. Don't abandon yourself, okay? Because this is going to be the themes throughout the year. This is what I am seeing and feeling. So let's get on with your reading. All right, so let's see what energy is surrounding you, Virgo, right now. Let's see. We're going to use the Twin Flame Confessions and see what energy is surrounding you right now. Okay, so let's go. Anyway, and we do a lot of different readings, but, you know, because I've done this for so many years, but like I said, I work, but every month we're going to do a monthly love reading and maybe during the week a general. So we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very intellectual, chatty kind of person. Someone who's spying on someone. You know, it's like gossip. You know, I think, let me pull two more cards, because I think that you're definitely looking at someone that might have not met you at the same place. You know, that someone you might have been connected with that you feel did not respond in the way that you wanted them to. Maybe they ghosted you, or it's elusive, there's no closure. But let me just see what other energies around you. But know this, that this is a time for emotional clearing for you, Virgo. If you want to bring someone else in, it's time for emotional clearing. So I have here, there's money focus here. Okay, so there could be that this person may have felt that some type of finances were not I guess it was preventing any kind of connection that was really they were looking for something different. I really believe that, Virgo. I feel that there's definitely something going on here with someone that you've had in the past that you are definitely you haven't let go yet. That's what it looks like. It looks like that there's some kind of situation here that has not resolved. What else does Spirit want to tell Virgo? Okay, the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about reflection. It's about healing. It's about withdrawing from love. It's about alone time. So this looks like something that is kind of, it's a little confusing because I feel that this is what Virgo needs, alone time right now, to work on any issues that you're still holding on from the past, anything that's heavy. There was some money situations going on, maybe thinking that, you know, there wasn't enough finances to support this person in a way that maybe you needed or they needed. And now it looks like you're looking back, you know, and maybe they're looking back at you too. Like I feel that you're both doing the same thing, okay? So let's look on to see what the tarot will tell us. And what I also want to throw out first before we do anything is, what does Spirit want to tell us on the energy of this reading? What is the energy that's guiding this reading? Like a very energy from the spirits are always important to, you know, be aware of. What does Spirit want to tell us about this reading? What is the energy surrounding this reading? Freedom. So, freedom is a very important, in fact, I'll read you what it says. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. So what I said earlier, you know, about your freedom, you know, you need to be in your truth, okay? And that will set you free. So I feel that there's some definite unfinished situation here. And I feel that the Spirit is bringing in this freedom energy, means that someone needs to either speak and be free of it, someone is also wants to be free of whatever continuation of energy that's still here. So I think there needs to be some type of closure in some way that hasn't appeared yet. This is very kind of a confusing connection you have, Virgo, with this person, or even, you know, you're kind of thinking about, you know, what's going on, but it looks like someone wants their freedom and they need to express it. And that's part of the energy of the theme for this year. It's going to be about truth and freedom. It's going to be about shifts, reorganization, and, you know, time to really reflect on what you want in a relationship and what you need. Because basically, if you're desperate, if you're needy, you're not going to bring in love. You need to be in an alignment. You know, you need to be in alignment to bring in that type of love that you want. Not anything that's going to cause you stress, or, you know, it's not about being needy or you know, that's not love. Okay. So what we have the Death card coming out right out the bat. So there's a definite transformation going on, a transition, and an ending. Okay, someone definitely wants to be free and wants to end this connection. Whether it's you or the person you're connected to, they are saying, yes, I want my freedom. I don't want this anymore. You know, I need to rest. I need to withdraw. And there might be some money situations here, some finances that need to be straightened out. Someone owes someone money, perhaps. Anyway, and, you know, when you're in partners with someone, sometimes you do lend each other money, right? You help each other. So there's also something like that going on here. What else does Spirit want to tell you, Virgo? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, you're definitely want to put in the work. The Eight of Pentacles here, I feel, with the Death card, is that there's a transition going on, an ending, and that putting in the work for something better. Because this is in the heart of the reading, the Eight of Pentacles. So in the heart of the reading, it's kind of telling me that you do want to put in the work for something more better, something much better, not being needy or, you know, being desperate for love, because you're only going to bring in something you don't like. All right. What else does Spirit want to tell Virgo? The Two of Pentacles. You're weighing your options right now. There's a lot going on. You got to be flexible and make sure that you don't make, you know, hasty decisions about what you're going to be doing here. I think things need to be said, and definitely free the energy that is surrounding you so that you can make a transition, a better ending, and basically to really, really, you know, put in the work for yourself, letting go. And you're going to have to juggle a lot of responsibilities here, weighing your options and really, really juggling time as well. So be careful, I would say, Virgo, on this. You need to really, really let go of something that is not working. What else does Spirit want to tell you? The Nine of Pentacles. Yes, freedom. Here we go. Freedom's coming in here. With the Nine of Pentacles in the Twin Flame Confections, it's about freedom, independence, love without commitment. So perhaps there's one of you that exactly wants that. But again, you need to work this out. You have to put in the work. And if you are going to reconcile with this person, then somebody owes someone money here, you know, and I feel that has something to do with your relationship. You want to start over if it's worth the work, but free yourself of any kind of situation here that has kind of gone its course. What else does Spirit want to tell us? Freedom. Okay, so the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there is definitely something still here in this relationship. Okay, so there is definitely a thought of, you know, some more attention, romance, perhaps. I think that it's not over, this relationship, but there's definitely some issues that need to be cleared. It's definitely a lot of emotion and stress has been part of your relationship, Virgo. Let's see. What else does Spirit want to tell you? Seven of Swords. Sure, that makes sense. So you know, if there's been some infidelity or deception, I think you seem to take in so much of this other person, Virgo. Like you're ready to just take upon all of their process, their emotional process, and you kind of just keep taking them back. I think you just keep taking this person back. But anyway, let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you. But really, if you're going to put in the work, there's a lot of conversation that has to take place here, because the Two of Pentacles is about, you know, weighing options and, you know, being flexible, you know, but there's a lot of situations here that need to be cleared. So let's see, what else does Spirit want to tell you? So we have the first week that we just went over. We're into the second week where, you know, someone is definitely coming into a situation in their heart. They want to keep this relationship, but there's a lot of questions here in the second week about being in a relationship without commitment. And even though freedom is here, freedom is there, it's everywhere, it seems. But let's go into the third week of January now that we just finished the second. The third week of January brings what, Spirit? The World card. So you go and you've gone around the world. You've completed a cycle. Let's just say this. This cycle here has completed itself. So this is the third week of January. By the third week of January, there has to be, you have to have some type of conclusion, or not ending, but what is going to happen next? What is the plan? What are your plans with this person? Because the cycle is definitely completed, and now you're into another space, another time with this person. So this person is definitely going to either say yes or no, but right now the cycle has completed the third week. You made your offer. Maybe you spoke to this person as well, but I don't know. You might have made an offer, but you're not getting the right answers that you want from this person. And I think that, you know, freedom without commitment is something that is on the table here twice. So, but someone is still making an offer of romance. So let's see. What else does Spirit want to tell you for this third week of January? Five of Swords. See, there's conflict here. There are definitely some mind games, you know, deception, betrayal. So this is back and forth. You're not getting the right answers. This person, I think, is not well. I really mean it. I don't know. Something is not right. There's something going back and forth, back and forth. Yes, no, yes, no. What else does Spirit want you to know? The Ace of Wands. Okay, you want new beginnings, Virgo. This is what you've been pushing with this person. You definitely want new beginnings. This is what this last third week is about. And we don't know what's going to happen, but there's a cycle that has ended. There's still some mind games going on here. This person is not giving you the right answers, but you keep offering them something, okay? I don't know what it is that they are holding back, but you need to have a conversation, and whether or not you get the answers you want, that's something that only time will tell. So let's see, for the final week of January, we're going to clarify with the Lover's Path Tarot, okay? And let's see. So with the first week, we have all kinds of transition going on, showing that things are not where they should be between you. You know, there's definitely something is missing. Let's see what the fourth week and the clarification of this reading from Spirit. What does Spirit want to tell us? Yeah, the Nine of Wands. It's time for you, hopefully at the end of this month, that you let go of all of this that is not yours, Virgo. You've been holding on to a lot of weight here. This is the Nine of Wands. You're like the wounded warrior. That's what it feels like to me, the wounded warrior. Let's see what else. We have two more cards I want to throw out for the final week of January, and let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. But there definitely is some conversation that needs to be made. Okay, definitely. And let's see, what else does Spirit want to tell you about the fourth week? The Eight of Arrows. My goodness. This is someone who's, you know, there's worry going on here. There's definite worry and fear about, you know, connecting or even talking to this person. Definitely someone has to, put some, communication out there. Okay, what else does Spirit want to tell Virgo about this situation? Justice. All right. So this is what you want. You want an answer. And sometimes what you need to do is have patience right now, Virgo. I think that, if you've tried everything, then, and if it's worth putting the work in, then you have to be patient with this person. I want to throw out a Scarlet Oracle too, to see what else is going on here as far as an alert or red flag or even medicine. It could be a positive note on this condition, on this reading for Virgo. Let's see, what does Spirit want to tell Virgo on this reading? Okay. You definitely think you're a perfect match for them, all right? You think you are the perfect match, but do they feel they are the perfect match? There's something going on here that seems off, really, really off. I'm really surprised. Let me just see here also what Spirit Elemental is here for you, Virgo. Let's see what Spirit Elemental is here for you that might give you some inspiration, some help. We have the Elephant Spirit. Elephant Spirit. So elephant is a very, very altruistic energy. It's about family. It's about helping others. It's about empathy. It's about, community. They're very, very interested in helping everyone. So that's you, Virgo. I feel that is someone that definitely is the energy of you. Whether or not you want to continue this situation, only next month will tell. But the cycle has ended. There will be justice in some way, but you need to have patience for it. And you definitely think they're a perfect match. But I don't know about the emotional intelligence here. I'm going to say emotional intelligence. So let's see. What does the Whispers of Love, one more card here to say to end this reading for Virgo? It says, ask for help. Wow. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. What do you need, Virgo? So be patient. I would say go into some meditation and really, really think about, reflect on the things that really need to come forward, okay? And justice is here for definite, some type of, ending here that might come your way, but patience is involved, and, let's see what happens. But, with the Justice card here, there definitely has something to do with money, I really feel, or some kind of legal situation. Perhaps there's a divorce going on, a breakup of some sort, but it's not solid. It's not a breakup totally, It looks like there might be some talks about it because of the card came out right away with the transition, the Death card. So to me, that means like there's possible ending here of a relationship, but it looks like it's going back and forth, all right? And so get help, maybe you need a lawyer or a counselor. But I hope that, I wish you the best. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me, all right? You take care now, and hope to see you next time, Virgo. Bye-bye.